Your mind is the control center of your reality, shaping every experience, decision, and outcome in your life. If you want to stay locked in, you must first master your mindset. Everything begins with a thought. Thoughts create emotions. Emotions drive actions, and repeated actions shape your destiny. But too often, people let their thoughts run on autopilot, driven by past conditioning, fears, and external circumstances. To truly take control, you must become aware of the thoughts you allow to take up space in your mind. The challenge is that most people think the same thoughts every single day. Nearly 90% of today's thoughts are the same as yesterday's. If those thoughts are filled with doubt, worry, or limitation, then your life will reflect that. But when you consciously decide to shift your focus to thoughts that empower, uplift, and inspire, you begin to rewire your brain for success. This isn't just philosophy, it's neuroscience. Every thought you think strengthens a neural pathway in your brain. When you repeatedly focus on thoughts of confidence, abundance, and purpose, you create new pathways that make those patterns your default state. Staying locked in requires a level of discipline over your internal world. External challenges will come, distractions, negativity, setbacks, but your mind must remain the foundation of your strength. When you train yourself to replace negative self-talk with empowering beliefs, you stop reacting to life and start creating it. Instead of seeing obstacles, you begin to see opportunities. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you develop a deep trust in your ability to handle anything that comes your way. The key is repetition and emotional intensity. You don't just think positive thoughts once and expect change. You embody them, you feel them, you reinforce them daily. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Soon, the same mind that once held you back will be the force that propels you forward. Staying locked in is not about controlling everything outside of you. It's about mastering what's inside. When your mind is clear, focused, and aligned with your vision, nothing can shake you. You become unstoppable. And that's where true transformation begins. Most people live in a constant state of distraction, their minds drifting between past regrets and future worries. They replay old mistakes or stress about what's ahead, never fully experiencing the power of the present moment. But to stay locked in, you must break free from this cycle and train yourself to exist fully in the now. This is where true transformation happens. The present moment is the only place where change is possible. The past is just a memory, and the future is only a projection of your current thoughts and emotions. Yet many people allow their past to define them, carrying old stories of failure, rejection, or limitation. They keep reinforcing the same emotional patterns, unknowingly creating more of the same in their future. When they do this, they leave a burden on the past, and as we all know, the only way to break free is to shift your awareness to the now, where you have full control over your focus, your energy, and your response to life. When you become truly present, your mind stops running on autopilot. You are no longer reacting out of habit, but instead choosing your thoughts and emotions with intention. This is the space where you can interrupt old patterns, rewire your brain, and align yourself with the future you want to create. The challenge is that the mind resists stillness. It wants to keep moving, keep analyzing, keep worrying. But the more you practice presence, the more you strengthen your ability to stay focused and grounded. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate presence is through breath. Your breath is always in the now. When you consciously focus on it, you anchor yourself in the present, quieting the mental noise that pulls you in different directions. Another way is by fully engaging in what you're doing, whether it's working on a goal, having a conversation, or even something. The more you train yourself to be fully immersed in each moment, the more you gain control over your mind, and the stronger your ability to stay locked in becomes. The present moment is not just where transformation begins, it's where life itself happens. When you learn to live here, you stop wasting energy on things you can't change and start directing all of it toward what truly matters. Your brain is a powerful tool, constantly shaping your reality based on the thoughts you repeatedly entertain. The challenge is that most people operate on deeply ingrained neural pathways, patterns of thinking and feeling that have been reinforced over years. If those patterns are rooted in self-doubt, fear, or limitation, they will continue to produce the same experiences. But the good news is that your brain is not fixed. It is constantly changing. It is moving your ultimate goal immediately, without hesitation. This means you have the ability to rewire it for success and create a new reality, one thought at a time. The key to staying locked in is understanding that your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you visualize your future with clarity and emotion, your brain begins to believe it's already happening. The same neural circuits fire as if you were physically experiencing that success. This is why athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers practice visualization. It's not just about seeing the outcome, but feeling it as if it's already done. The more you repeat this, the more you strengthen those neural connections, making success feel familiar, natural, and inevitable. But rewiring your brain is not just about visualization. It's about emotional intensity. Thoughts alone don't create change. Thoughts combined with strong emotions do. When you attach excitement, gratitude, and certainty to your vision, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious mind. You start embodying the energy of the person you want to become, and your brain adapts to support that new identity. This is where most people get stuck. They think about success, but still feel the emotions of their past. If you keep feeling unworthy, stressed, or doubtful, your brain will continue reinforcing those patterns. Repetition is the secret. Just as a muscle strengthens with consistent training, your brain strengthens the pathways you use the most. Every time you consciously choose thoughts of confidence, abundance, and possibility, you weaken the old patterns of fear and doubt. The more you do this, the more automatic it becomes. Your new mindset becomes your new normal. When you train your brain to think and feel in alignment with your goals, you shift from hoping for success to expecting it. And when you expect success with absolute certainty, your actions follow, and your reality transforms. Energy is everything. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take carries a frequency. If you want to stay locked in, you must commit to operating at a higher energy state, one that aligns with the future you are creating. Too often, people allow their emotions to be dictated by external circumstances. They feel excited when things are going well, and discouraged when faced with setbacks. But true mastery comes when you no longer depend on outside events to determine your internal state. Instead, you generate elevated emotions from within, regardless of what is happening around you. Gratitude, joy, love, inspiration, these are high-frequency emotions that attract new possibilities. When you live in these elevated states consistently, you begin to align with opportunities, ideas, and people that match your energy. But when you operate from stress, frustration, or fear, your brain shifts into survival mode, limiting your ability to think clearly, create, and grow. Your focus narrows, your body tenses, and you fall back into old patterns that keep you stuck. This is why so many people struggle to make lasting changes. They are trying to create a new future while emotionally living in the past. To break free, you must learn to cultivate high-energy states, regardless of your circumstances. This means training yourself to feel gratitude not just for what you have, but for what is coming, as if it has already happened. It means choosing joy and excitement for the process rather than waiting for an outcome to validate your emotions. It means embodying confidence and certainty even before you see external proof. The only solution to deception that exists is exposure, all in the name of love. Don't sleep when you're alone because the terrifying mysteries that struggle within you are always at the ready. When you do this consistently, you recondition your mind and body to operate from a new baseline of energy. The key is to make this a daily practice. Begin each morning by tuning into the emotions of your desired future. Breathe deeply, feel gratitude, and step into the energy of success before your day even starts. Throughout the day, catch yourself when you start slipping into lower emotions and consciously shift back. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. Soon you won't just be thinking differently, you will be feeling, acting, and attracting differently. Your energy is your greatest asset. When you master it, you no longer wait for life to change. You change, and life follows. Distractions are everywhere. The world is full of noise, social media, endless notifications, other people's opinions, and the constant demands of daily life. If you want to stay locked in, you must take control of your focus by eliminating mental and external distractions that pull you away from your purpose. Most people don't realize how much energy they waste on things that don't serve them. They scroll through negativity, engage in pointless debates, and allow doubts to creep in. Over time, this scattered focus weakens their ability to stay committed to their vision. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant and nurture will grow. If you constantly feed it with distractions, doubts, and negativity, that is what will take root. But if you intentionally fill it with clarity, purpose, and focus, you create an environment where success can flourish. The first step is to become aware of what is stealing your attention. Are you constantly reacting to your environment instead of directing your energy? Are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift and challenge you, or those who drain your energy and reinforce limiting beliefs? Awareness is power, because once you recognize what's holding you back, you can take action to change it. Eliminating distractions doesn't just mean removing external influences, it also means mastering the internal distractions of your own mind. Fear, self-doubt, overthinking. These are just as powerful as any external noise. Every time you allow yourself to dwell on what could go wrong, compare yourself to others, or second-guess your abilities, you weaken your focus. But when you train your mind to stay disciplined, to recognize distractions and redirect your attention, you regain control. One of the most effective ways to do this is by setting clear boundaries. Protect your mental space like you would protect your most valuable possession. Limit your exposure to negativity. Schedule time for deep, focused work. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Most importantly, train yourself to stay present. When your mind is fully engaged in the task at hand, distractions lose their power over you. The world will always be full of distractions, but success belongs to those who choose to stay locked in. The more you guard your focus, the more unstoppable you become. Success is not just about what you think or feel, it's about what you do consistently. Too many people get stuck in the cycle of waiting for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or a sudden burst of motivation. But staying locked in means taking inspired action every single day, no matter how small. It's about closing the gap between where you are and where you want to be by aligning your actions with your vision. The mistake most people make is relying on motivation alone. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes based on emotions, energy levels, and external factors. Discipline, on the other hand, is a choice. A commitment to showing up even when you don't feel like it. The key is to create habits that make progress automatic. When you commit to daily, consistent action, you rewire your brain to expect movement. Over time, this builds momentum, and momentum is what turns effort into results. Taking action doesn't mean making massive leaps overnight. It means doing the small things that compound over time. If you want to change your mindset, you practice presence and gratitude every day. If you want to transform your body, you commit to movement and nourishment daily. If you want to build a business, You take steps forward even when progress seems slow. The mistake is thinking that success comes from big, dramatic efforts, when in reality, it's the small, consistent actions that create lasting change. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping into the unknown. But fear only has power when you give it permission to stop you. The moment you take action, in spite of fear, you weaken its hold. The more you act, the more confident you become. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you build by proving to yourself that you can do hard things.